Alright guys, what's going on? I got this secondhand. This is Oud Maximus. I picked it up a while ago and it's just been sitting. I've been looking at it. I really need to smell this thing. I really would love to get going with this, so I'm excited. I don't know if the house needs introduction, but to you guys who are not into like artisanal fragrances, this is a artisanal fragrance house. There are two brothers basically who own their two respective companies, Oud Maximus and Bortnikoff. They are a rabbit hole to go down for sure if you're into fragrances, if you're into rare fragrances, and if you're into getting your hands on some things that are banned basically in Western fragrance, Western perfumery, like ingredients that are sourced a certain way that we can't get our hands on in Western perfumery because IFRA banned it. Well, these guys are keeping it real, releasing this in Thailand, I think, and getting away with doing whatever they want with the ingredients. So there are no holds barred when it comes to what they want to make. So this stuff's really good already without me even smelling it. I'm ready to go though. I'm ready to smell this. I need to just discard my expectations. I want to just experience this for what it is. So we'll do a little unboxing. The box comes straight up, right? And we get Oud Maximus here. Now, I like the presentation off the rip. Look, there's a little card back here. I've been looking at this box for like a week and I just have been resisting smelling it. But now that we're here, it is time for the glorious 5 sprays. We're going to do 5 sprays today of this, and we're going to just see what happens. We'll do 1, and then I'll do a refresher spray on my other arm just to see how it goes. And then I'm going to wear it, so we'll do 3 more sprays, depending on how strong this is. I think 5 is probably going to be a little bit much, but honestly, I don't really care. Going to work soon, work by myself mostly, so it's going to be really cool. Card here, we're showing a nice bright opening. We're showing a bunch of rose and florals in the heart, frangipani, magnolia, a little bit of tonka bean in the mids there, so I'm expecting some kind of maybe ambery sweetness with vanilla, tonka bean, deer musk, civet, birch tar, and 4 different ouds or 5 different ouds. Interesting stuff. Definitely check out the ingredients when you get a chance. Interesting stuff to me. It says there's deer musk in here. Now, as I said, they source ingredients that they're banned. So animalics, you're getting real animalics in this one. You're going to get real oud, real animalics, which is mostly created synthetically now by companies in Western perfumery in Europe and America. So yeah, I'm about to smell something that has some real animalics in it, civet cat, deer musk, and the like. So what I'm expecting is a lot of naturals in here, so not sure really what to expect, so I'm gonna just go ahead and spray this. We just popped the cap off. We got a nice script B on top, really beautiful stuff. I love round hand like that. The scripture is beautiful. I do a little calligraphy. I like it a lot, but this style of calligraphy is really tough. The round hand style, I got a friend who's really good at it. This is Bortnikoff. I don't know if they had a real one do this, a real artist do this, or if they had it done on a computer, but yeah, this thing is really nice. It's like you could feel the quality. You could feel all the edges. All of the writing here is indented and inscribed into it. Really nice stuff. The cap though, not magnetic, and I wouldn't pick it up by the cap, although I probably could get away with it most of the time. I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. This is an expensive artisanal fragrance, so I'm going to treat it as such. We don't have any tester strips today. We're going right on the arms. So we're going to just go down the arm. And the sprayer is magnificent. The sprayer is epic. Oh man. Oud right off the bat. But there's a fresh layer that's kind of like silhouetting this whole thing, and you're getting oud in the body. Oud, and the oud is like one of those complex ouds where you sit with it for a while and different facets are going to start popping out at you. But right now I'm getting animalics, oud. The animalics are definitely the civet, like, so you're getting an undertone of that. It's not really in your face, like something like Antaeus, I feel like has the animalics like very front and center. Overall, the mix down on this right now, right off the bat, it's very carefully mixed. I feel like you can navigate any layer of this and find anchors in different layers of it and just kind of sit there in those anchors. So like the florals, you can sit in the rose and the white floral. You can sit in that, the masculine, fresh, not overly done florals. There's a little smear of sweetness and what I think is amber, like an ambery accord that's happening between the different note structures. And I'm getting like a warm, sort of vibrant ambery. But then the other features are coming together and making like what I'm feeling as honey. A honey-like animalic amber is happening. And this isn't what the fragrance is even doing, but that's happening at the same time as you're getting a nice sandwich of these ouds and this woody experience. There's a fresh component to this. There's a challenging oudy component to this, but then there's also a fresh woody component with the ouds, and there's also an animalic, slightly sweet honey-like thing going on, but they're all very ethereal and mixed in a way where as soon as you go to grab one, it moves and you can go and grab another one. And it's very meandering path that you take as you're smelling this. Some things you can smell and, you know, two features stick out really clearly. This smells like a really well hidden, well mixed. All of the anchors on this are sort of moving. They're moving as you're catching them. So as soon as I catch up to one of these fragrances, one of these notes or accords, as soon as I catch up to one, it doesn't just morph and change, but you lose it and something else pops in. Like for me, this is very almost like a psychedelic experience, the way the experience is smelling this. And I know this is kind of corny for some of you guys who aren't into fragrance, but if you're really into fragrance, this is an experience to be had for sure. Not a freshie, not something that you guys are going to want. I mean, even for formal occasions, I don't know about this. This seems to be a head scratcher on your use cases. Now, I could just wear this because I don't really care. I wear fragrances for myself, but I might be a little bit self-conscious wearing this, I don't know, around people. This might fall into my like loner scent. That's how I'm feeling about this right off the bat. Like I'm not happy to go wear this around people. It doesn't seem to be that for me. Like this is more of a personal experience fragrance, and that's where I'll have to like put it for now. Although I don't mind wearing this. What I'm thinking that the other people are going to get, because I'm sitting in this smell right now. It's so strong, guys. Those two sprays are mighty. And the atomizer on this is really, really solid. Like, probably one of my favorite atomizers out there. It sprayed, like, constantly the whole time I was pushing it down and just, like, bathed me in a really fine mist. I love the particles on it. Like, it looked like very airy mist. Not like a gross, you know, soaking wet arm. Yeah, the opening's all about the oud, guys. You're going to get oud brightness. There's some brightness, some dryness, some freshness hitting you in the face. But then it dries into this like animalic honey thing. I still have to wear this for a little longer. This is like 7 minutes dried down, 4 minutes dried down. It's between like 5 to 7 minutes dried down now. And it's just really, really glorious stuff. It's definitely a little challenging. Not really for everyone. This is for the artisanal guy. This is for someone a little bit more mature with their fragrance journey. There's also something culinary going on that I don't know how to explain. It's reminding me of like a restaurant. I just don't know why it's happening. I'm getting like in the air in front of me, I'm getting like a saltiness. I don't know if it's ambergris. It didn't say there's ambergris in this, but there is a salty, fresh facet that's like meandering in here, or something's coming together to do that, and I'm really perplexed as to what that is. Very natural smelling. Earthy. Wow, a lot of things to investigate here and a lot of things to enjoy. But yeah, so we have many different ouds, many different roses, a fresh pop on the opening. Not really too much spiciness though. And what I'm thinking is like a honeyed style of amber with florals in it. And the florals are sort of translucent. They're not like easy to grab, but they're there. You can find them. Crazy stuff. And I can't get away from that honey, that warmed kind of honey experience, but it's not really overt as soon as you grab it. As I said, this is a very psychedelic experience when you navigate this fragrance. It's very elusive. There are many different anchors in this that seem to be moving as I'm trying to smell it, as I'm trying to like lock down on a note. There's so much complexity going on that like it's sort of moving as soon as you put your hand on it. It kind of like shifts in something else under your finger. Really interesting stuff. Sorry if that sounds too corny for some of you guys, but that's just really what I'm dealing with right now, what I'm processing from this thing. Really cool stuff. Not sure if I'll ever use this much, but we'll see. It's definitely a keeper, highly rated. I definitely enjoy it. I like that it's challenging, but my expectations were that this was going to be a lot more challenging. In fact, it takes my impression of oud and my ability to wear oud is very high. I can wear almost any oud, skanky, pissy, barnyardy, fecal, whatever. I could wear it all, and it's all good. This one is refined compared to a lot of that other stuff. It has a refined, it keeps that identifiable edge, but it has this overall vibe of like royalty, refinement, like upscale, like ridiculously lavish, like basically royalty, like some kind of a super rich, like powerful individual could rock this, and you would, it's like a stoic individual almost. But there's still a wild element to this, and that wild element is what keeps me really interested. It's not stuffy. So it's a really good balance, and I'd say Maximus makes sense. There is this sort of masculine power and stoic power to this fragrance that definitely is woven into it in the smell. Now the bottle's really cool and all that, but it's not really about the bottle for me personally. It's about the wearability and the smell. Wearability is questionable. I'm definitely the guy who could pull this off. I could wear whatever I want. I'm an oversprayer whenever I want to be. So yeah, I do enjoy this kind of thing. I do enjoy something a little bit more challenging, but this isn't actually as challenging as I expected, to just address my expectations. I'm getting honey, like a lot of a honeyed facet here. It's not overly done or even that apparent, but I'm definitely picking up on something that's coming across as honey. Maybe it's the tonka meeting the vanilla and the animalics and turning it into honey. I'm going to go ahead and spray this on for the day. So we're going to do one to the back of the head, back of the neck. I'm going to spray one under my shirt, and I'd say the oud is right at the beginning. Like the oud is hitting hard at the beginning. Yeah, when I just sprayed that, I just got a nice dose of this beautiful layers of oud. It's not really too thick though. It's not really too overbearing, but it is stout and powerful. Like it's not going anywhere. I feel cloaked in this smell. People are probably going to be like, wow, what is that? I don't know if you smell great. I'm not sure what the hell I'm experiencing. This is going to take people off guard for sure. They'll probably be overwhelmed by it. They probably don't know if you just smell weird or like some kind of foreign smell that they never smelled before. That's fine with me. I don't really care what I do for other people with this stuff. When I'm wearing this, it's all about me. It's all about a little bit of aggression, power, and just kind of like taking care of my own self. Like that's what I'm getting from this. Like really, really do what you want in life. Like push your interests, do your thing, and don't think about anyone else too much. Really, if they're offended by this, then they're not really the person you want to be around anyway. So yeah, Oud Maximus, definitely some kick-ass stuff here. Really happy to have it, and hopefully I did it some justice, but honestly, it's going to serve me well regardless. I really do like it. I'm going to go one right there too. Let's go. I got like 4 sprays on. I'm probably going to spray more before I go to work, but yeah. Yeah, you guys got to try this thing, guys. There's something boozy happening too. You see, there's just a lot of really complex stuff going on here with the naturals, and it's just like, really, I could keep going. I could keep going on this thing for like 20 more minutes. You guys have to smell it. You have to sample it if you can. If you're into this kind of thing and you like what I just described, some of you guys just stay away from it. Keep to your blue freshies and don't go anywhere near this, especially if you're going to blind buy this because I said it was good and I liked it. Please don't do that. It's not a blind buy worthy thing. I know I blind bought it, but I also have been like spamming many different kinds of real ouds to try to get myself, I don't know, some anchor points, some reference points, some experience with smelling a little bit crazy, smelling a little bit out there, smelling different, you know, smelling like some challenging stuff. Anyway, Bortnikoff, seal of approval. Love what you're doing. Got to investigate your house more. Definitely going to be checking out this other Origeladore that I got. I'm just resisting and just staring at it for now. I'll do that next or this week or next week. I'm just being patient. That one is a history of Indonesian oud. We'll take a look at that one next. But as of right now, Bortnikoff, seal of approval, totally has my attention. Definitely got to check this brand out. Entirely worth the price tag. I'd say for me right now, the level that this is at, it's pretty much the highest level that I've experienced so far. When it comes to the perfumery, when it comes to the complexity and the things you can navigate, the mix down, the wearing, how it's presenting in the air, its personality, uniqueness, it's all there. I love it. It's really good. And its overall quality is really high. So yeah, I don't want to glaze too much, but this thing is definitely formidable and it rocks. Next week, I'll be putting a video out for my fragrances of the last 4 weeks where I cover all the fragrances that I wore that month. So there'll be a lot of follow-ups if you follow me all month and you see the first impressions. at the end of the month, I'll always do a video where I do a follow-up of every fragrance I wore that month. So definitely check it out when that pops. All right, guys, cool. I'll be talking to you soon. Peace. All right, guys, so it is the next day. I wore Oud Maximus yesterday, and the performance was out of this world. I really want to give you guys a play-by-play on what happened. This thing is poetry. This is really, really excellent. I had to force myself to go to sleep. I was up very late at night writing about this. I wanted to record this in the middle of the night, but I needed to sleep first. But this thing was really exciting. I'm going to wear it again today. Yes, I'm wearing this 2 days in a row. It was that good. Just so many stories with this already. It was such a trip, such a treat to really enjoy this and sink into it. I'm glad I'm kind of at the point that I'm at now to really understand this a little better. Without really reading anything about it, without hearing from the perfumer, like my interpretation of this, I think is a very objective interpretation. I'm gonna have some subjective angles to this, like how I experienced the opening, but the overall message that the construction and structural integrity of this thing, the salience and disorientation, the kind of stick and move that this does to me, really, really good stuff. So let's do a play-by-play. I did record, earlier part of this video, the opening and my experience with that. And I firmly stand by that psychedelic, trippy opening. It goes between, it's almost like a fever dream. You just keep getting these different, like an entire new layer of the natural complexity pops forward, and you move and you rapid cycle between all of these things that are in this fragrance. I call them anchor points, but really they move so much in this fragrance that like you'll get an anchor point and then it'll kind of shift, and now you're in something else, and then you're in something else, and there's just so many facets to really, keep you on this rapid cycle of like a spinning color wheel. Really amazing stuff here. So we have a lot of dimensions that come together, especially in the first couple of hours. I mean, all the way up to 4 hours, this was happening to me. I was rapid cycling between all of these different, really prominent facets, and I couldn't stick to one. Different things were coming out over and over again. The oud starts off very oud-centric in a very sweaty sort of damp oud style, but that's not really doing justice to what you're getting. It's very complex, guys. This is hard to really nail down. The first 4 hours, I'd say, were like just a beautiful treat, a really psychedelic experience in a way. And I don't do any drugs, but this was like doing drugs to me. It was like all over the place with this, and it was cohesive, guys. So let's talk about the structure of this thing. I think the structure is the actual masterpiece component that makes this thing so amazing. The way it can move, like almost like a song, changing what the main feature of the song is, right? But it's all cohesive and in the same key, or at least changing keys together. Really amazing stuff here. I mean, we were moving between like fresh florals, a masculine rose, the oud funkiness, the warm animalic honey-like civet thing, an ambery vanillic sort of powdery thing going on here and there, an amber cloud that would just like come and go. I mean, moments of lucidity mixed with like a lot of disorientation, and it was so epic. And then if you zoom out and kind of look at this thing like really from a reductivist standpoint, I could just say it smelled like a honey-like amber animalic sweet thing. But guys, if you pay attention, I mean, you don't even have to pay attention, it's going to do this. It sort of rapid cycles between all of this disorientation, but like a reliable amount of salience and familiarity as you're going. It has really an amazing friggin' story that this thing tells. Like the way it moves, it's like music, this thing. It's really beautiful. It's just full on masterpiece in my opinion. I don't care. I know I'm early to it. I know it's like my second day with it, but as fragrances go, it did the thing it set out to. This just really over-delivered for me, and I went into this with really trying to manage my expectations. So yeah, this is one of my favorites for sure. And it's not because of the actual notes, but it's how it works. It's the magic of that natural complexity still managed to thread the needle, right? It's threading the needle and giving you just enough disorientation and just enough salience to really be complementary to each other for this rounded smell. Nothing sticks out, but features do sort of come and go, and I love it. Now, it's characteristic. I only got up to 4 hours, so we'll talk about the late dry down as well. This is overall cohesive. There's no piercing notes, and in the late dry down, you're gonna get that animalic, sweet, honey-like, semi-powdery, with those florals still kind of haunting around. It just really, really is a masterful display, and it's the performance on this. Let's just say it was perfect. So it wasn't beast mode where like it's too much and it's obnoxious and it's like really too big, but it's long lasting and in a way the perfect amount of in the air. It's not too much, but it's never too little. It's like they got the volume knob perfectly set. Perfectly set, guys. You smell it as the wearer the entire time you're wearing it. It's very alive. This is a very interesting fragrance to me. I'm super intrigued by it. It really did a good job for me. So in the later dry down, we're going to turn ambery, right? We're going to get ambery, familiar sort of honey-like animalic civet thing happening. Really beautiful. Very present and round, even 4, 5, 6 hours in. In fact, at 6 hour mark from a few feet away, I was actually in the jiu-jitsu room just talking to somebody, and I guess 2 arm lengths away, he smelled me, and my buddy was like, hey, dude, whatever you're wearing today is something else. Like, he was like, I don't know what that is, but it's really good. And I was like, oh, could you describe it? And he said it was like, you know, vanillic, sort of powdery, and something else he couldn't explain. And yeah, I do get where he's coming from. I guess maybe the tonka and the vanilla and the animalics, you know, I get a honey-like thing. You even get that jasmine sambac sometimes. Like randomly, you'll just get that piercing white floral, like sort of indolic almost, just a touch, but it goes away and comes back, and it comes back in different forms. It's just really freaking cool stuff, man. I love this thing. 8 hours in, I'm still smelling it, still at work, still smelling it. You know, midnight comes by, that's 10 hours after I sprayed it, 11 hours after I sprayed it, I'm still smelling it. This hoodie, I actually put it back on and it was still really present on the hoodie, but it was gentle. It's not something I could get sick of because of the salience and disorientation that I keep bringing up. That familiarity where you do get that anchored smell, but also it's never monotonous. It's never one tone beat to death, and it just has this refreshing kind of element to it. It has this element to it that just keeps giving you a story that's moving. It's just really something else, guys. Like, I don't like to get too corny or too deep, but damn, this one really did take me away. It was a great wearing experience. I'm going to wear it again today. Now, the opening might put off a lot of the normies out there, guys who aren't used to it, but honestly, doesn't bother me at all. I love the opening. It's actually a pretty tame oud opening. It's not like a really gross oud or anything. It's a little sweaty, I'd say. If you could get past the opening and just wear this thing, you're going to be glorious for like maybe 10 to 12 hours. If it's on your clothes like I spray it, it's going to be there for a long time. But, you know, it's not like annoying beast mode, but it's the perfect volume. This is my first thing from these guys, Russian Adam and his brother Dimitri. I think they're brothers. They have 2 different companies. One's Bortnikoff, the other one's Oud Maximus. Well, these guys are going to be getting some of my money for sure, but I mean, I don't really need anything else. This is very me. This is like my holy grail, I guess. I know it's only my second day, so I want to keep myself in check. I will check in with this again in a week. You guys will hear about it in my whatever I wore this month video, where I cover every fragrance I wore in the month very briefly, but it's going to be like a mega list video that I do every month. Definitely check that out. Yeah, the performance dialed in perfectly. The actual show that this gives you is just, it keeps you so interested, and it just moves around just enough. It just does this really beautiful display of natural complexity. A lot of disorientation for me personally, in a good way, because it has these anchoring moments that sort of are just like, you can't get sick of it. It's very hard to get sick of this fragrance. The entire experience, you know, I was enjoying every single hour of this so far. I'm going to wear it again today. We're going to spray on a little bit more today. I want to go a little bit harder on it to see if it would push out anything sticks out. So a lot of times if you overspray a fragrance, if anything really sticks out, it will definitely show when you overspray it. I don't know what you would classify overspraying this as. I'm not really sure. It's not like at any point yesterday that I felt like I was, offending anyone, or even it wasn't even bothering me. There's no synthetic grossness to it. Really awesome experience here. I mean, I can't wait to wear it today. So let's get it on. Let's get it on as soon as possible here. The sprayer is amazing, guys. I can't wait to wear it today again. So we're going to do maybe 10 sprays today. That's 6. Yeah, it's great. I think that's like 9. Keep it going. Yeah, guys. The opening, it might not be for everyone, but once you really wear this thing, take it for a ride, glorious. Really, really glorious. Unbelievable. I love the dry down. I love the performance. I love the build. Everything about this, really good stuff. I definitely have to check out some more from them, but honestly, I'm super satisfied with just this one right now. I don't need anything else from them. This is like doing it. It's really doing it for me. All right. This thing's really good. I like it. I can't really give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't want to even do that. I just want to enjoy this thing. I will talk about it again in the future, and I will definitely follow up. We're going to definitely be using this a lot this next few months for sure in this cold weather. I think it really belongs in the cold weather. I will try it in the heat, but I don't know, guys. This is one of those cozy hug kind of fragrances, and I don't know if I need one of those when it's really hot out. Anyway, Oud Maximus by Bortnikoff. What a trip. Enjoyable. Not for everyone for sure. Some of you guys, you won't agree with me, or you won't get the same experience as I did. But I mean, just maybe everything lined up for me to experience this now the way I did. I just really am happy about this. Definitely need to check out these artisanal houses more. But to be honest, I'm just super happy with what this delivered with, and I don't really think I need anything else at this moment. I'm pretty happy. I'm very content. I found a holy grail fragrance, and I think that in a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, and a year, I'll still feel the same way about it. But we're going to check in, and we're going to reevaluate over time. Whenever I feel strongly about something, I like to, put it in check, go back and reevaluate it whenever I get a chance. It's even good to put it down for a while and forget about it and then fall back in love with it, or just reevaluate it from a place, in the future where you have a new eye for things, a new experience to really gauge against. If you're thinking about getting Oud Maximus, you got to be in a specific place, I think, to get it and enjoy it for what it is, especially if you're not used to Oud or something, or you don't have a collection or you haven't experienced a lot of things. I don't know if I would just run and grab this for the premium price. I mean, if you're able to appreciate the artwork of fragrance, you're going to love it. I mean, even the wearing utilitarian wise, it's there, especially right after you get past the Oud opening for the normies who can't handle it. It's really a really dialed in Oud opening though. It's not like gross at all. I mean, you might get a little off put from the Oud opening. It's got a little sweaty components to it, but there's nothing like barnyard or fecal about it where Oud gets. I mean, once you get to the dry down, which is pretty quick, you get into the animalic civet facets, the sweet honeyed approach. Man, and then the way the florals just move in and out of your attention, of center stage. Really great stuff, guys. I'm going to have to rate this super highly, but we have to reevaluate it at some point. Well, rambling's over. I hope you guys had a good time watching me totally trip out over this Bortnikoff release. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know down in the comments if you have any experience with this house or can relate at all to what I just friggin' experienced. All right, peace. Thanks, guys.